back to Pisobilities here on GNN. Let's answer some questions sent to us via text message to 0917-853-7333. From 6169, nag-invest po ako sa equity ng PhilAm at long term of 20 years. Secure po ba ang pera in long term? Sino pong magsasagot niyan?
Okay.
Si Sir Rey, I think, has an answer. Okay.
Pag long term, sa pangmatagalan, lahat ng value ng asset goes up. Over a long period of time, the prices and the values always goes up, no? And that assures you that what you invest now is probably will grow in the next 20 years, for example. But then other than that, you also have to consider kanino ka ba nag-invest? Because the question is, 20 years from now, nandyan pa ba yung pinagbigyan mo ng pera? And I would like to believe, well, we all know that PhilAm is a very stable, it's a very huge Philippine corporation, so you have a very good chance of recovering your assets invested in PhilAm. But then you have to be discerning. It's just like buying stocks or fixed income. You also have to study kung sino yung kukuha ng funds mo to invest. Because I'm sure you all know what happened to CAP, yung college assurance plan, no? It was also an insurance. But then, what happened when it went illiquid, insolvent? So, kawawa yung investor. So, you must always be discerning kung kanino mo ini-invest yung pera mo.
Siguro, a good rule of thumb is, don't forget about it. Diba?
Yes.
Kasi it's so long eh. Pakainisip mo, nandyan na naman yung pera, 20 years, kinalimutan mo na. Do periodic checks. At least every year, do at least twice a year checking itong mga super long-term investments.
Yes.
Or if you're a little bit more, we would recommend at least quarterly. Diba? It's unlikely naman na something as stable as that babagsak in 1 month.
Yes.
No?
Yes.
Okay. Sir, baka meron din kayong word for that?
Well, I fully agree doon sa sinabi ni Sir Rey kanina that kailangan magsimula muna doon sa sa discipline. Sa investment kasi it's not just about you having this huge amount of money and then you invest it, but wait lang. Do you have the proper discipline for you to be able to invest your money? So what are those disciplines? You have to really understand.
Yan yung maraming taong wala eh, no? Oo. Yun yung the things that come before the money into something, no? Okay. So from Miss Faith Dalman of Leyte, what do the different figures that are flashed on some platforms for stock exchange mean? Naku ma'am, parang medyo mahirap pag hindi namin nakikita.
Nakakalito ba yan?
Well, they're really
that's
really a lot of
that's
numbers.
one of the misconceptions about stock market. Ang daming figures lumalabas puro na baka pwede lang yata ang stock market sa mga genius sa math,
Yeah.
Kasi ang dami mga figures na lumalabas. But that's actually the guide, for you to understand kung ano ba ang nilalaro ng stock market. So those figures are showing the stock prices. Those figures are showing if it's up or down, Those figures are showing kung ilan ba ang binili ngayon ng mga particular brokers, ilan ba ang mga binibenta. So yun, by simply reading it, maintindihan mo na ngayon yung galaw ng stock market. But of course, you have to go through a process of trying to know kung ano talaga yung galaw.
If you're just curious about the numbers, I think you can check out the Philippine Stock Exchange website and yung site nila for knowing things sa PSE Academy. And then that lists out the very basic things. No? I mean, answering your question na what? Kasi each number has a specific reason for being there. Then if you want to understand more about why, then you should invest in learning more about the stock market. Even if you don't necessarily want to get into direct stock market investing. Kasi kagaya nga ng nakita natin kanina, it affects, diba? It affects how money and income comes to you in terms of investing. Okay, first, from 6572, can you identify any private government corporations that offer bonds? Sir Rey, siguro malamang sa inyo yan. You are the fixed income guy.
Okay, yung mga Philippine government bonds, well, ang biggest talaga na issuer niyan is the Republic of the Philippines via the Bureau of the Treasury. They account for practically 90% of all government bonds being issued, no? But in the past, may mga nag-issue rin katulad ng HLURB, yung mga pag-ibig,
pag-ibig bond.
housing-related bonds, no?
Ito yung mga GOCC, sir.
Ito yung mga GOCC. Yan ang mga nag-issue ng mga fixed income security bonds. But other than that, lately halos wala na rin nag-issue na GOCCs. It has now been relegated to the Bureau of the Treasury. Ang pwede nyo abangan would be corporate bonds kasi ka-announce lang ang Ayala Land is issuing a bond. I think most of the Ayala companies have issued corporate bonds. Globe is also issuing a corporate bond. The SM Group has also issued corporate bonds. At marami pang mga companies na nag-issue ng bond.
Sir, question. Is it safe to say that if the company is in the stock market or listed on the stock market, most likely they will also be issuing bonds?
Okay, magandang tanong yan. Okay. Before any Philippine corporation can issue corporate bonds, we must first register with the Securities and Exchange Commission. Kasi the role of the SEC is to ensure that the public, the investing public, is protected, no? So they have to submit their financial statements for evaluation ng SEC because the SEC has to ascertain that this company exists, that they can pay this bond issuance, and they have the means to do that. And then, pangalawa, other than registration, the SEC also requires that they are rated. So it must have a rating, AAA, AA.
Ito yung Phil ratings.
Phil
diba?
ratings.
Phil ratings test.
So sinasala ng SEC yung mga corporations na pwede mag-issue ng bonds. So anybody, not just anybody can issue bonds. And more or less, pag nag-issue ng bond yan, pumasa yan sa SEC.
Okay, sige. Thank you, sir. From 4830, are the seminars offered by Philstocks for free?
Yes, for basic stock market investing seminar, we offer it for free every Tuesday and Thursday at 5:30 in the afternoon and every third Saturday of the month. So if you want to know the basics about stock market investing, so we offer it for free.
Yeah, I think you can just check Philstocks.Ph for more information about their schedules and I guess how to join that. From 8694, since there won't be any SDA, yung ating special deposit accounts, do you expect people to start putting money in stocks or fixed income? And will it improve napakaganda naman ng questions. Will it improve the market? So I think we'll end with this question for our text messages. Dahil nga po wala ng SDA, ano na po ang outlook natin?
Just to give the numbers, no, there's 1.9 trillion pesos in SDA as of 2 months ago. Okay, out of the 1.9 trillion, in a speech given in behalf of the BSP governor, nabanggit that out of the 1.9 trillion, 1.4 trillion will no longer be eligible for rollover sa SDA within the next 9 or 6 months. Of the 1.4, yung about 400 or 30% of that, 400 billion pesos, out na yan sa July 31. So all of these about 420 billion will be out of SDA and in the hands of the investors. Where will it go? Probably some of that will go to the stock market, and definitely that additional flow into the stock market would be very good for the Philippine Stock Exchange, and that will improve prices kasi mag-increase ang demand for stocks. Some of that, probably a bigger portion of that will go to fixed income securities. Also, additional demand for fixed income securities will be good for the market. It will lift the prices up, and then in relation to that, the interest rates will fall more. So, but I guess a bigger portion of that will stay in time deposit, waiting for some other investment vehicle, like yung retail treasury bond that the government is issuing in August.
Is it safe to say that because of this development, most likely there will be a lot of bonds that will be offered towards the latter half of the year?
Yung First Metro Investment kasi is one of the biggest originators, no? Yung tumutulong sa mga borrowers to issue bonds. And between now and the end of the year, we are seeing more issuances of these bonds. Of course, due to confidentiality, hindi ko lang pwede sabihin yung mga kapangalan, pero marami pong
okay lang sa'yo, bulong nyo na lang sa akin
bulong
mamaya.
pagkatapos. Maraming mga corporations ngayon na nakasalang o nasa pipeline namin who are just waiting for the right time to issue corporate bonds.
I see. Okay, that sounds really good. I mean, opportunities nga na ngayon, sabi niyo kanina, sir, the market is down, but long term it's still good. So if you have money now, it's a good time to to also buy?
This is a very good opportunity, lalo na dun sa mga bargain hunters. So they look for the best price. And then in anticipation of the money coming from SDAs, outflow from SDAs, and they will be putting their investments also in some part in equities. So that will drive up the prices of the stocks. So as we've said, you just have to identify the right opportunity for you to invest. So in the same with fixed income and the stock market. So there's no wrong time for you to invest. It's just they have to understand. And let's say right now for the stock market, everybody say, "Oh, stock market is down. So what's going on?" Hey, this is now an opportunity for you to buy, because what happened in 2008? Stock market crash.
Yeah.
And then, a lot of people who knows about stock market, they sold all their properties and all their money, they put it in the stock
Yeah.
market.
Yes.
You know what? From 2008 to 2013 or 2012, some of the prices went up to as much as 300%.
Yeah.
So, that opportunity, nangyayari ba ulit? Well, it can happen. But the good thing about what's going on right now is that we are supported by a strong economic fundamentals. So, bumaba lang ng konti, and then that's the opportunity for you to identify kung ano yung mga magandang mga stocks na pwede kong bilhin, buy it with strong growth potential, and then ride from it until it goes up.
So if people are interested in learning more about how to really invest in the stock market, where can they get in touch
Yes,
with you, sir?
they can visit our website at www.Philstocks.Ph, and they can also email us as info@Philstocks.Ph, or you can call us at telephone number 588-1900. So there at our website, you can check out all our the schedule of our seminars and what are the other services that we are offering also to the investing public.
So kayo, yung mga ating viewers, pag tumawag kayo, sabihin nyo naman na dito nyo sila narinig sa Pisobilities dito sa GNN. Para lagi namin silang nakukuha na guest at they make time for us to share this valuable information.
The pleasure is ours.
Sir Rey, what naman po is in fixed income, you already mentioned that looking forward, a lot of bonds will be issued. So if you're not as risk tolerant or risk hungry as with the stock market, how can individual investors take advantage of those opportunities?
Okay. For those investors na hindi takot sa risk, nasa stocks kayo, but for those who are medyo averse sa risk, you can do fixed income securities, especially government bonds, and they still offer good yields, about 4 to 4.5% on the 20-25 years na government securities. For corporate bonds, it will be better than that, nasa mga 5.5%. Medyo yung iba doon, baka sakali umabot pa ng mga 6%, abang-abangan nyo lang. You can get this information from our website, yung www.firstmetro.com.ph. And then for those naman who are medyo playing safe, no? Ayaw mo ng fixed income securities because it's not as much as the earnings on sa stocks. Meron po na sa gitna yan, yung mga mutual funds. Pwedeng mutual fund na balanse ang stocks at fixed income, merong mutual fund na puro fixed income, merong mutual fund na puro equities. But the beauty of this is your risk is reduced because there's a fund manager that manages everything on a 24-hour basis, 7 days a week, and they're able to diversify your portfolio, so medyo minimal ang risk, and you get still the same, almost the same return as investing in either or both. So depende na lang sa profile ng investor. And for that, meron din kaming subsidiary, yung First Metro Asset Management Inc. or FAMI. It's at www.fami.com.ph. Meron po mga mutual funds yan, yung First Metro Save and Learn, Equity Fund, Balanced Fund, at saka Fixed Income Fund.
Wow. Thank you, Sir Rey. Thank you. Ganon din po, pag tumawag po kayo sa First Metro Investment Corp or FAMI, sabihin nyo rin po na nanggaling po
Yes.
sa Colayco Foundation at sa Pisobilities at GNN, yung inyong awareness of their company and their product. So, Sir Rey and Sir Joseph has shared so much with us, and in the end, it really boils all down to what is the best thing for you. And no expert can give you that answer. sabi nga nila kanina sa akin, there's no way to predict the market. There's no way to be very sure 100% na ano yung mangyayari sa future. We can only look at things as how they happened in the past and then try to restrategize to take advantage of what opportunities we can see in the foreseeable future. So, take advantage of the information that was given today. Learn more about the stock market, the fixed income market, how economies work, how global economies work. Ang daming binigay na tips. Magbasa ng newspaper, mag-attend ng mga seminar, panoorin lagi ang Pisobilities at GNN. So, last message na lang po siguro, no? What is, if you were to be asked by a friend, a family member, invest or not to invest, and where? Kayo, sir.
Before me answering that question, I would like to give gratitude for Colayco Foundation for giving us this opportunity. And it's a real pleasure, being here. Lalo na katabi natin ang pogi-pogi si Sir Rey, expert, well, the question is invest or to not invest?
Okay, sir, personal. If somebody asks you, a personal friend, what would you say?
Make your money work for you. Invest. Pero pag-usapan natin. Let's talk about it. Let's understand it. Let's work together. Let's grow together. There will be pains along the way. Let's share it together. There will be gains, of course, and then let's celebrate together with the gains. So, become a very responsible citizen by participating in the growth of the economy. And one best way to do that is for you to invest your money in instruments like stock market or fixed income instruments.
Thank you, Sir Joseph, for joining us. Yes, Sir Rey.
Before Atheist, thank you to GNN. Thank you to Colayco Foundation for having us here. Invest or not invest? Invest. Just like Joseph said, now is the time to invest. Every time is the time to invest, actually. But what is important is that you have the discipline to study what you are investing in. That's why, sinabi ko kanina, knowledge means zero or reduced risk. So, the only way you can protect your investments is by having the knowledge at what you're doing. There's always Google.
And there's always Colayco Foundation
Yes.
with our website. No, this July, we are coming out with our e-newsletter on our CFP website. Sign up so that you get more information about what's going on in the world and in the Philippines in terms of personal finance. So, hindi po ito mga very technical discussions about what's going on everywhere else, but really more of discussions on how it affects you and what you should do. So, sign up on www.colaycofoundation.com. Also, we'd like to invite you to join our upcoming seminars in the next 2 months. Sobrang timing po talaga kasi nga with all these things that happened, we're very grateful na talagang napatiming yung mga seminar topics natin. No? For July 20, we have the Pisobilities for Retirement, which is a specific program to help those of us that would like to prepare for retirement, those of us that are in our 40s, so even up to 60 years old, prepare and manage our retirement funds. No? Maraming opportunity, gaya nga ng sabi ni Sir Rey and Sir Joseph. So it's the prime time to take those opportunities, especially for our long-term preparations of retirement. We also have our 3-month program on investability, which is a 3-part seminar on the stock market, mutual funds, and fixed income instruments, ongoing from July to September and from August to October. So if you'd like to join us for these 3-part, as in talagang pagkatapos po ng 3 seminars na to, you will know and understand how these instruments affect you, how you can use them, and how you can take the most opportunity and make the most, sabi nga ni Sir Joseph, make the most out of your money in these 3 things. No? Investing is not just putting your money into one thing. In fact, kahit sila po, lahat po ng investment managers will say diversify. So if you want to diversify, you have to know what these investment instruments are. Please also check out KSK Co-op's website. That's www.kskcoop.com, your opportunity provider for financial instruments. They will be having an online seminar this coming July 5 that you may want to join. It is for free, sponsored po ng KSK Co-op. So thank you again to our guests. Thank you for joining us and for this very informative seminar. We hope that this episode will be uploaded within the week para mas marami pang maka-enjoy. So kung medyo na-miss nyo yung ibang mga nuggets of wisdom ni Sir Joseph and Sir Rey, pwede nyo pong i-review o panoorin ulit at i-share sa iba naman itong episode natin through our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Colayco Foundation. So in closing, thank you to all our team here, si Sir Jean, si John, si Ronnie, si Mag, si Fred, si Iya, si Nolly, si Rolly, si Jigs, and all of our team here in GNN. So salamat din po sa inyo, aming mga taga-subaybay. So this has been your host, Guita Gopalan of Colayco Foundation. See you again here in Pisobilities at the Business Portal, your gateway to business trends and opportunities.